Hey guys, Steve here. Well, I've got Rob here from Australian Camping and Four-Wheel Drives. He's got a YouTube channel, he's had it for a fair few years now, haven't you?
I've had it for a fair few years. Been a little bit quiet lately because we've just been too busy at work,
yeah,
so just trying to get time to get videos outside, hey?
Yeah, so if you don't know, Rob also works, he's the manager of the Drifton's Stockton Slack Street store. It used to be at Brendale, but now they're over at Slack Creek in Brisbane.
That's the one.
Yeah, so yeah, check that out if you're looking, because we'll probably show you some gear that he's got. But we're going to have a little bit of a look at his Ford Ranger, so
yeah,
I'll let Rob tell you all about it. So what year model is it, mate?
So I bought this, would have been about 3 years ago now, so about 2017, like 2017 model it is. And yeah, we did a couple of mods and all that to it. I can walk you around the car.
Yeah, just tell us what you've done to it. So
the front, eh?
Yeah.
So I had the car for about a week and I took it straight into ARB, and we've got the bull bar. So this is a steel bull bar we got put onto it at the same time. And when I got that put in, we also put in a worn winch, which is just hidden down inside here. So on these guys, this number plate actually is on a pivot that lifts up.
Okay, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've got my ultra hook just sitting aside here, which I can utilise. And it's interesting on the Ford Rangers because you can actually access all the cables and all that through here. So
that's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah.
And then that gives you access to up the top here where you pull this part off the top, plug your winch controller in there and do it that way. So that's sort of how they work.
So that probably gives you a bit more security too, like with people actually freespooling your winch or...
That's right.
Because I'm a little bit... I like this idea because on my car, my Ultra Hook sitting on the outside, and I'm always worried when I go to a car park, is it going to still be there? But at least that's a bit hidden.
People don't really notice it's sitting there. It's like there's only a little bit down the bottom sitting there.
Yeah.
When you lift the whole number plate up, then you can see the whole lot just sitting there.
Yeah, so, no, that's a good idea.
Works really well. I'm happy with how that's all going. When I was at ARB as well, I got to put the spotties on at the same time. They've been great. I've never had any issues with them at all. Hey, they work really well.
Well, they've got a good name, haven't they? Like
they do, yeah. So they had some stickers over it. The stickers have worn off, but the cover's still working well. So
yeah, and then you've got a light bar on the top window there as well.
Yeah, that's not that's one I ordered from. I'm trying to remember the company name. But what I was looking for when I was ordering one, I wanted it to be a certain width and on the curve as well. So I ended up trying to find some bars. I should show you this because it was hard for me to actually find. So if you're ever interested in something like this, this is what MR. These bars actually just tap into the top of my my Rhino rack, my Rhino platform. Yep. And then I just bolted them in essentially straight onto the side. So they're sitting there like that. People often ask me always, because before I used to have this, these are a plastic cover that goes over the lights. The whole thing actually can be moved around. I actually have a whole lot, so it covers the whole lot orange. And originally the plan was more to use it like a fog light. Yep. But at the moment I've just got them sort of half, and it just works well. Yeah. Yeah. So
it'd be good at night if you're sort of...
Yeah, most of the time I just use the driving lights. Yep. But if it is a bit foggy, I'll turn the driving lights off and have those lights on instead. Yeah, yeah. So it works well. It's just something you can play around with and toy, muck around with and adjust as you want to. What are the others? The very first thing I ever put on this car was this thing, the plastic cover. Bonnet protector. Yeah, very first thing I ever put on it. I bought that, I put that on it very first go. And we replaced the front badge. Front badge is looking a bit worse for wear these days. Yeah. But that's a non-genuine one, so that's partially why. Probably why it's faded. Yeah, exactly right. People often ask me, what the hell are these things? I thought they were Roo things. Yeah, they're Roo shoes, still a Roo shoe device. I haven't hit any Roos, so maybe they're working or maybe they're not, I'm not sure. I've got two on mine and I've never hit a Roo, and I sort of put it down to that as well, so if you don't hit one, they're working. Well, I had on our Challenger, we were driving one day and we were out in the outback and this Roo jumped out at us and then jumped back the other way, and ever since I put them on I've never had any issues. I'm not saying that they'll protect you, but they're so cheap, it's worthwhile doing. Yeah. Yeah, and the wheels on it, you've recently changed those, have you? And I've changed these twice, eh? I used to have a set of Steelies on there. Yep. And I was over, when I was working over at Brendale, went over there and got some trail grapplers put onto it as well. And yeah, some new, what they call it, a Hustler rims. So they work really well. I've been really happy with them. The grip's amazing. You know, grips really well. And this is the first time actually we've tried it out on sand, so and I've been really happy with it.
Yeah, well, I won't ask you what the offset is because you probably don't know, like I wouldn't.
Exactly right.
I'll just have a look under here. So he's got the old man emu suspension under there, and it's got the reservoir as well, has it?
It does. So that's the old man emu suspension, and it's got the reservoir in there as well, so you can adjust the shocks as you need to.
Yeah.
Which I found really good. When we've adjusted stuff on the back, I put down some slightly stronger springs in the back.
Yep.
And I actually found by adjusting the reservoir, it works really well. You can just adjust that suspension to get the right rebound and compression on it.
Yeah, depending on your driving conditions.
Yep.
And
we'll put the snorkel on, by the way, so that came with it.
That's a standard.
That's a standard factory snorkel that comes with it.
Because this is the wildtrack version, so it's the 3.2 is it?
It's got a 3.2 litre turbo diesel built into it as well.
Yeah.
We didn't really do a lot with the engine.
You have had a remapping, didn't you?
We had a remapping done a while back. That was good. That was really good. Used to use the little booster inside the vehicle. Turn it off these days and never use it.
Yeah, is that one of those?
Yeah, I think I might even just have it sitting there. It's not all hooked up these days.
Yeah, the old iDrive.
Yeah. It's just sitting there. I don't even use it these days. It's just not hooked up.
Yeah.
I don't need it. It's pointless having it on.
Yeah.
So,
and you've just recently, I know, because I seen you put a post up about it, you've changed your canopy on the back.
Yeah. So before, this is probably it's probably about 4 weeks old now. This is a steel canopy, so really solid. They say you can put about 350 kilograms on the roof of this thing.
Wow.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be putting that much up there.
Ever go anything like that.
Yeah.
That's one of the beauty about these rooftop tents. So 52 kilograms this one. This is a smaller one. So lightweight. I like to have something lightweight on your vehicle. I don't want to overload my vehicle if I don't have to.
No.
It just makes it so much easier for driving and all that kind of stuff as well. Hey, we've got it out today. We put the awning.
Yeah, so what he's talking about, we'll get back to the canopy, we'll just show you this here now, he's mentioned it. He's running the new Drifter Stockton rooftop wildland tent. Now this is the 1.2, over here on the vehicle over here is the 1.4, that's Phil Demiano's, but this is the 1.2, and what I like about it is this ladder, I just climbed up here a minute ago myself to have a look, and he's got these...
Yeah, these are an upgrade that you can do on the steps.
Yeah, they're just... Like a lot of these ladders you get, they feel real rough on your feet.
And really sharp on your feet, but this is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, like you can just climb up here like this, and I'll find where I put the zips here. And I can tell you it's really cool in here. It's got a double roof, like there's another skin underneath this roof up here. And it's got plenty of ventilation. You can open up these windows, you can see that far end one open. And just gives you great, like last night it was pretty humid here.
It was humid, eh?
And Rob did have a little bit of fan going up here, but it was still cool in here because you can open all the ends up.
Windows open.
And I mean, for one person it's really good, but you could fit two in here easy.
Fit two in there. It's it'd be cozier.
Yeah, like if you just started going out and you like to get a bit closer. It's a really good tent.
It'd be good for somebody like that.
Yeah, right. But no, all jokes aside though, it's a terrific looking little tent, and like he said, he's got like the smaller awning on here.
Yeah, so this is the classic one. So they make two of them. They've got the classic awning, and the other one they sometimes call it a multi-function awning, or they sometimes call it a complex awning.
The awning here, you're covered a little bit with the protection going in it, and then you've got this shower tent here.
So we had the shower in there this morning, so got the shower in there, got the dunny in there as well.
Yeah, and,
so that works well, eh? Really
yeah, just like easy setup, isn't it?
It is really good.
And that's what you want when you come to places like this. You don't want to be carting a lot of junk.
No, you don't. You want to be able to head off quick. It's been interesting, eh? Because this is one of the first times I've had to head off just with the camp setup I've got here.
Yeah.
And as you go camp, you always got to go and filter out all the junk that you've got sitting there. So I've still got to go through all the stuff there and filter down things just for using the vehicle. Yeah.
So it's still a work in progress. He's only just put this on a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. This rooftop tent on, because he's only just had this done for 4 weeks. So he's still sorting his solar out. He's just running a panel over here at the moment and got it plugged in. But I think eventually he's talking about putting a panel on the roof. Yeah.
So the plan is to put a panel actually on the roof of the wildlands.
Yeah. So we'll show you around the other side there and.
While we're here,
we'll just show you this canopy though. So all the doors have got these little clips on it here,
So these just pop down.
And they just lock
in.
And you just press that button. How good's that?
Perfect, eh?
And it looks really solid, like...
oh yeah, she's solid as.
It's a really smart looking canopy.
It's really, really hard. It's tough.
Like a lot of the canopies you see, they're just that fiberglass or composite material, and this one here is just, he's still got to work out what he's going to do with his back here. He's umming and ahhing about drawers. And
I'm trying to figure out what type of drawers I want to put in. I want single side, I want double side, you know, I'm just not too sure.
Yeah.
I know I want to change my fridge over. That fridge was the fridge I originally put in the car, and we had a slide on it.
Yeah.
At the moment, I've just put it in there, and that's actually been fine for me today. Because it's interesting, hey, as soon as you can access stuff from the side, you can access your fridge.
Yeah, I'll put a photo up. I'm sure Rob's got one of the old canopy he used to have on here with the setup he had. It actually had one of the metal slide-out tables in
the covers.
Covers in the back here, and he had like a little rack on the back here with a bit of a roof rack sort of setup, didn't you? Yeah.
But this gives me so much more space. It's unbelievable, eh? We also went around here and we put on the drifter awning. So this is the Drifter Stockton.
Yeah. So that just clamps on. And I was following him down the tracks here yesterday, and it was quite bumpy, and it didn't move or. No. And he's using my favourite product. Yeah, these rack spracks. Like if you've checked out all my other videos, I got about 3 of them. Look at that. Like he can just take this awning off if he wants. And
yeah. So if I ever want to remove it, I just put the pin, pull the pin out, lift it straight off.
Yeah, it's a top system. So
I've actually got that. This is actually mounted onto the actual rooftop tent.
Yeah.
So you actually see they've got the little bracket sitting here mounted on the rooftop tent, and this part's actually attached to that instead.
Yeah. And the good thing about that, it moves it out a fraction too, doesn't it?
It does, pushes it out a little further.
Yeah. So it gives you a little bit more clearance. So, and you can see there he's got a
That's the Oz tent carrier.
Oz tent carrier, is it? Yeah.
So that's the Oz tent carrier we sell as well. So you can put like, you could put an Oz tent up there if you wanted to, but it's really just designed for carrying stuff, when you're traveling.
So do you know the weight capabilities of the rooftop tent?
Like the amount of weight you can put on it.
Yeah.
So ideally, you should be taking this stuff off before you actually go to use it.
Yep.
That's not practical all the time.
No.
So some people do leave stuff up there. If you are going to put stuff up there, you probably should use a support pole.
So what can you put up there just when you're traveling? Like what's
the actual bars are not really heavyweight stuff.
So 50 kilos?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, at the most. Not heavyweight, no.
So you need to put light stuff up there.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we've got a little support pole that fits in there now as well.
Yeah, so that little pole there, it's just an extra security thing, really, because you've got this big awning pulling out here and you've got it tied down. So it's actually pulling on that and counter pulling on the struts. Right. So it just easy to put up, and it's just simple. Keep it simple and
so fast. I should say how these going. We've actually got a little bit in here that twists. Let's see if I can get up there or not. This is twisted right out.
Yeah, so look at that. So you can just put it in there.
It's got a little part, you just flick it up, pop up there. Put it on the bottom.
And twist it in.
Just stick that back in.
Yeah, and at least you know your awning's safe then.
So, yeah, really quick and easy.
And you got a little travel buddy there as well?
Yeah, I've got travel buddies. I'm going to mount that travel buddy up on the roof. So I've been touring around, the people that make this Canopy RSI, they actually make a whole kitchen thing that pulls out here. Hey?
Yeah, and you were saying these come from South Africa, do they?
Yeah, South Africa.
Yeah.
I've got it painted the same colour as the vehicle. I don't know if they're going to continue painting the same colour. I was having a chat with the guys the other day, and they said that the amount of demand that's going on at the moment, and because of COVID, they're having issues trying to get enough imported, so they might be stopping painting these things. So you can get them in black for sure, I just don't know about coloured.
Yeah, but I mean, I suppose it's something you can do yourself if you really want to.
I suppose you could.
Yeah.
They actually have a little pull-out kitchen. It's got a little stove in here that actually pulls out and sits down here on beside it. And then over here you've got all your cups and all that. You can imagine the hole that sits inside here. And so I'm thinking maybe I might put one on one side with that, because that'd be great for going camping.
Yeah,
perfect, you know, where we are now.
Especially when you've got sand, sand basin.
Right. Pull the awning out and away you go. It'd be perfect, eh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and what else? Well, I put the...
you got the ARB side steps on there, and rock sliders, are they too?
Yeah, they're brilliant. The ones that come from Ford, you get them and the whole thing will bend. and you can stand on the whole vehicle and that'll take the whole vehicle back and forth. They're really rock solid, hey?
Yeah.
They work well.
Yeah, and you've got also, I can see a mobile aerial there, is it?
Yeah, so yeah, I've got the antenna up there as well. It's part of the Selfie Go. So I've got that inside in behind the seat. We just plug it in when we need it.
Yeah, well I've just recently put one in mine, and it was because of, you know, we went away on a trip and you showed it to me, and
they're brilliant. They really work well. Hey, if you ever got like a reception that's not that crash light, put this on and it'll boost in your little local area in there. I've actually got it sitting up underneath my dash inside the vehicle, so you can't see it, but underneath the car stereo, just up over in here, there's actually another antenna that's sitting up underneath it, and it just sends a signal up beside there, which my mobile phone just sits up over there. Yeah. So that works really well.
I'll put a photo up. I've got a picture of the aerial, so I'll put one up on the screen and show them what it looks like.
They just get attached up inside. They work really easily. But yeah, I've been really happy with the vehicle, mate. She's gone well, and yeah.
It really looks smart with that canopy. So I mean, if you're after a really good strong canopy,
it's RSI.
RSI
Industries. Yeah,
Industries. So they're in Brisbane, are they?
Well, no, they're at Burleigh.
Burleigh.
But they've got different offices all around Australia.
Yep.
So you can go on, I think it's RSI Australia. Just look up RSI Industries Australia, you'll find them. Yeah. And yeah, they've got a website. I'll show you where they are.
Yeah. No, well, great looking vehicle, and you know, it looks the part, and it's got all the gear, and real capable. So yeah, no, thanks for showing us around. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on mine, and you know, check Rob's out. He's occasionally putting up a video when he's not working. So he's got a great channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye. Talk to you later, guys.